Yes.
Emotional. I hope you guys really felt that because I'm totally feeling that. Dap, you talked about Harlem
He got more than camera.
and what you had to do to stay in Harlem and the sacrifices you had to make to stay in Harlem when it wasn't easy and when they raided your store and when you didn't have the resources. What makes Harlem so special?
Well, what a lot of people don't realize is that I'm from East Harlem, but all Harlem is the same. And the community I grew up with, what made it so unique was I didn't realize till I went to other cities how unique Harlem was. But I grew up with poor Irish, poor Greeks, poor Italians, and poor Puerto Ricans. So it was this cultural pot that I was born and raised in, and that diversity that allowed me to develop the way I did. And I didn't realize the big difference until I went to Chicago. You know, and I grew up with Gonzalez and Jose and a bunch of other guys. When I got to Chicago, I said, where the Puerto Ricans at? You know, because I grew up with a Afro-Latino community, you know, they was conscious. The different groups in Harlem, like we had the West Indians, a lot of people don't understand that the first West Indian Day Parade was in Harlem. The first Puerto Rican Day Parade was in Harlem. You know, the first large Italian community was in Harlem. So we had all this cultural pot going on where we had to get along. But the thing is, like the Puerto Ricans, many of the Puerto Ricans made it out, they're still there with me. But the Italians made it out, the Irish made it out, and the Greeks made it out, but we never made it out because we couldn't melt in the big pot. Some of them know. Okay.
I'm listening to you, and so many of us in this room, definitely myself, look up to you, and you inspire us, and you encourage us to keep going. But who inspired you?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a crook from the street. I ain't gonna tell you that. I mean, I can't even collect Social Security. I ain't never had work long enough. That's not even a stage joke. Well, the answer to that is because I grew up a crook. My first hero was Joe Jackson, and Joe Jackson and Malcolm X when I had to make choices, right? So Joe Jackson was the best hustler Harlem ever had. And Malcolm was, to me, the most powerful spiritual leader that Harlem has ever had during my lifetime. So what I noticed about both of them was that they were both the same. And when I came to that realization, it changed my whole life because Joe Jackson, being the master hustler of the street, he didn't smoke, he didn't drink, he didn't get high, you know what I'm saying? He ain't chase chicks. And Malcolm, so Joe Jackson was the epitome of devil. And Malcolm was the epitome of an angel. So I had the choice. I had to make a choice whether I wanted to be like a devil or whether I wanted to be like an angel. So I chose Malcolm. Yeah, and so that changed my life. But more than that, I think the biggest change in my life came when before I went to Africa. When I left the street, I had to make a decision on how I wanted to live. So I didn't like the life I was living. So in 1968, I just ripped up roots and went to Africa to try to find myself. And before I went to Africa, we had a lot of African American teachers. We had Dr. Ben Jockerman, we had Professor Jeffries, and then we had my favorite, Dr. Henry Clark. And Dr. Henry Clark sent me on an amazing journey. When I was writing for 40 Acres and a Mule, amazing question was asked to Dr. Henry Clark. And the question was, if we, the chosen people, we the first people on the planet, and the chosen people, God chosen people, so we asked Dr. Henry Clark, why are we going through this? And this is what put me on the journey. Dr. Henry Clark said, that's because of a transgression we made before white people came in our life. And then when I didn't understand the answer until I got to Africa. And when I got to Africa and I was staying, I did live in different countries. And when I was in Holy's Bridge, Kenya, with Chief Richard Kiwani, and I saw what I was in, like when I was in Kenya, Jomo Kenyatta was there. And what I saw what Jomo Kenyatta did in all his wisdom, Jomo Kenyatta, before he died, when he reappropriated the land, and he took back the colonial houses, he would put one, like there was two major tribes in Kenya. So the Kikuyu and the Luau. So he would take a house here and give it to a Kikuyu, take a house here and give it to the Luau. And he spread out like that because he know when he died that they would fight. And so that's when it came to my head that this is our problem. This is what we did. Look, from today, what's going on here with us, and when you look over all Africa, ask any African, we suffer from tribalism. It's not what somebody else do to us, it's what we are doing to ourselves. So you can go on to the next question.
You talk a lot about how Harlem has influenced you. Have you fully digested how much you influenced Harlem?
Oh, you're skipping questions on me. I'm going to. You want to jump over this Renaissance question? Because I'm excited about that. You say, here, you got one question here. The Renaissance for my studies of rebirth of language. What is this game now? We're going to talk about this now. We're going to talk about this. I look cut you down over there, but I ain't cutting down over here. I'm for real.
All right, let's go back.
We go back. The Renaissance, for my studies, the Renaissance is the rebirth of learning. It was a period of cultural self-identity through aesthetics and aesthetic channels. So now we can go on.
All right. Can't do that, though. So I didn't even throw the question down.
I know, but I'm ready for anything. I'm ready for anything, man. I love all y'all, man. I'm here to just bring us together. I ain't here to divide us. I know some people think here to divide us. I'm not here to divide us, man. I'm here to make y'all understand. All that coon talk y'all talk, y'all don't even know how to spell coon. I bet you don't even know where coon came from. It ain't coon can. All young people, they really need to study the history. Go all the way back. And if you want, let's go to Schomburg and sit down. I talk to any of y'all about black history, about African history, about revolution, because y'all don't know what it's like. Y'all don't know what it's like, man. Y'all wasn't in the Panther Party when we was talking about killing dope dealers. Y'all wasn't in that. Y'all running around worrying about some goddamn clothes and people dropping dead on the street, man. Next question.
Dapper there and angry.
So I'm gonna go back to the question I was about your influence on Harlem. Like, because here's the deal, all the history that you're spitting out to us right now, all this history, you're gonna be in all the history books. Right?
I just want to make a difference, a little difference, man. That's all I want to do, man. Just look at what I did, man. Every generation needs somebody to come along and question. My grandkids is here. Where they at? My grandkids is here, man. I tell them to stand up. I tell them, challenge me every day, man. Don't take nothing that I say for granted. Everything you see on the internet, get your own information.
I just got a strange phone call. Nigga said, you gonna kill Nelly? I said, what? Nigga said he took the bitch, nigga. I said, nigga, what bitch? He said, Floyd, bitch, nigga. You ain't been watching the computer? Then I looked at the computer. First Ray J, now Nelly. Damn, champ.
Floyd, I know you ain't tripping on me over no bitch. Nigga, they ain't playing this shit. I was at the game yesterday. Drake was in there. I'm telling you, these light-skinned niggas trying to take over every motherfucking thing. So tell me what you want to do. You want to kill a nigga or you want to kill a bitch, man? I know. You want the bitch back.
Champ, what the fuck is going on, man? Niggas tell me you down there at the Fat Burger fighting over Tiny. Now that's T.I. bitch, man. You gonna cause these niggas to buy more guns in Atlanta. No, I'm your brother. I'm gonna tell you like it is, champ. Your uppercut ain't gonna mean shit when niggas start shooting.
I tell my grandkids that every day, man. Get your own information. If I didn't go out and get my own information, I'd be dumb as hell right now. I'd be running out following somebody. Every different quote that come on the internet, I'd be following. Cutting to my brother. I'm not mad at none of you. Those on the line that said whatever they said about me because they don't understand me. They don't know nothing about my journey. Had they did like I did, I needed to know what Marcus Garvey was talking about. I needed to know what happened in Africa. I needed to know what happened with slavery. I ain't need to have nobody else to tell me I can read. You know, my father only went to the 3rd grade. And when one day my father took me to Ripley's clothing store, he's gonna buy me a suit. For the first time in my life, at age 13, my father was gonna buy me a suit. We went into Ripley department stores, right? And my father's gonna get me a suit on credit. And so we go into the department store. I had just learned how to calculate mathematical equations. And I looked at the equation, I said, Daddy, they gonna make you pay 2.5 times what this suit was if we buy on credit. And then I said, Daddy, let's go. We got down on the stairs, right? And my father looked at me and he had tears in his eyes. He said, boy, don't you know you can read? He said, boy, you can read. I said, I didn't understand what he meant. He said, boy, you can read. And then after that, when I started realizing what my father said, I said, I'm going to read my way out of the hell out of this situation. Any situation I get in, I'm going to read myself out of it. So, what I want to be remembered for is that I'm the person that send people out to question everything. Question everything. Question me, question your leaders, question everybody, because we ain't going to improve till we have a legacy of questioning whatever it is.
Wow. Now, I'm going to go a tad bit off script for a second, but what did it feel like to have the CEO of Gucci come to Harlem to have a meeting with you?
I said it's gonna be some controversy.
No shit. People don't realize is what Dapper Dan is doing in fashion. So I work with a lot of fashion designers. And a lot of times fashion designers, black fashion designers in particular, they have to decide, am I gonna pay my rent or am I gonna buy fabric? And there are so many of them who are sacrificing and putting everything on the line to pursue their passion and what they feel is their purpose of designing. And Dap, through everything he's going through, the sacrifices he's making right now, is he's opening up major doors. And I see it. You guys may not see it, but I see it firsthand that he's opening up major doors for these designers. But not just these designers, but designers generations from now.
You see all the people I just showed. All of them open up doors for more of us to walk through. Let me tell you how significant that is. Now, everybody talk about my relationship to Gucci, right? I told Gucci, you probably saw it in some of my, on my Instagram account. I told Gucci, my son, I didn't grow up in an age where we believe in other folks. I'm going to say other folks this time. So he said, but Dad, man, it's a different world now. He said, I said, man, I ain't going for it. I said, if it's real, tell them to come to Harlem. They came to Harlem. I said, if it's a deal, I don't want a collaboration, I want a partnership. They gave me a partnership. Right? I said, well, how are we splitting it? How are we going to do this thing? They said, hey, Dapper Dan, we're going to do a collection based on everything you made in the 80s, and you're going to get a percentage of that globally.
Nice.
Globally. And everything you do in that store is yours.
Yes.
Now, y'all really need to see that. Now, this is my trajectory for me being in this game, right? Why can't I be treated like anybody else? I say, this is going to have to be, I go for a national brand, a global brand, I rise to the top and do the same thing Tom Ford and Mark Jacobs. They copied off me anyway. Why can't I have that trajectory? Show that I can do this and the whole world will buy from Dapper Dan. And then I go out and form Dapper Dan. Before I get that plan in motion, here come the loudmouths. Do y'all know what y'all stopping? Do you realize what you're stopping? I'm taking this somewhere else. Do I look like I'm at the end of the game? I ain't at the beginning of the game. I'm here to show young people how this game go. Don't be following no ignorant ass people and end up with nothing. And now let's talk about the mistake. Y'all surprised they made a mistake?
No.
Y'all gotta be crazy because the day they stop making mistakes, you in trouble.
Right.
Because the day they stop making mistakes, that means they done mastered our game.
Ooh.
Every time they make a mistake, you gotta say, come give me something. Come open another door. All the mistakes we gotta take advantage of because, y'all didn't see various generations. I grew up with rock and roll. Now rock and roll is theirs. Do you understand what I'm saying? So as soon as they master something, they take the name. Don't you understand that? They take the name, they take over it. So what we have to do is keep checking them, and when you catch them, say,